50% Zygarde returns? It's the Rising Voltacklers versus the Explorers in Pokemon Horizons. Let's talk about it. This episode picks right back up where we left off, with each Rising Voltackler facing one of the 6 heroes. And before I go into each specific battle, they all sort of start out with our heroes testing the waters, seeing what they can and can't get away with. The Explorers have the upper hand here. I mean, they are working with an artificially boosted version of an already extremely powerful Pokemon. Amethio literally has Zygarde, and even he is struggling at first because his opponent Lapras has a 4-time super effective advantage. But I love how the main characters are able to get around each obstacle by using their wits and strategy, plus lessons they've learned throughout their journey. Here's how everybody turns it around. Kleavor takes out Meowscarada, but Liko has Hatterene use Healing Wish to revive it. She then terastallizes, which I felt was perfectly timed and used what she learned all the way back in the Terastal debut arc. Meowscarada also feels a bit more speedy and nimble, which allowed it to hold Kleavor down with, I believe, Flower Trick, and then land Magical Leaf on it. Roy has one of the most epic moments in the entire series here. Eventually, Moltres starts to get a bit overwhelmed by the Loquium, so he has Kilowattrel fly around to distract it while Skeledirge hits it with a flamethrower. Moltres then gets drawn in and held down by Skeledirge, and Roy smartly terastallizes Kilowattrel. Finally, some time to shine for Kilowattrel. That was awesome. We then get a moment reminiscent of Thunder Armor from Ash Ketchum, where Kilowattrel gets engulfed in flames and lands a huge electric fiery blow on Moltres. This was so cool. Arboliva pretty easily takes out Quaxwell, but Goldengo bombards it with Make It Rain, and Tinkaton batters Arboliva with a Gigaton Hammer. Lapras manages to freeze some of the Zygarde cells, causing it to revert from 50% back to its 10% form. But surprisingly, the speed and mobility of 10% Zygarde actually worked in his favor. He was able to maneuver around and take out Lapras with Core Enforcer. Ult's moment basically boils down to him Mega Evolving Dragonite, which was really cool, but definitely didn't have the luster of the other ones. Once they're all done, Terapagos comes out and clears out all of the Loquium. Spinel commands his admins to use Strong Spheres again, and Coral and Sidian initially resist the command before acquiescing to his demands. This could be teasing these two revolting from the Explorers though, which would be pretty unexpected, but I'm all here for it. Zygarde gets his cells back and helps the 6 heroes resist the Loquium by reminding them of all their memories with Lucius and the Rising Voltacklers, which was an oddly powerful moment. Everyone escapes and the 6 heroes all go their separate ways, which confused me because what if the Explorers just recapture them? That being said, the conflict isn't over. Spinel reframes what happened as them stealing and capturing the 6 heroes, and uses the media to turn everyone against the Rising Voltacklers again. So hopefully they do more with that plotline this time, because last time the public being against the protagonists didn't really hamper them that much. We'll see. I'm excited for the future of this series, and if you want to know what happens next, drop a follow for weekly Pokemon Horizons reviews.